We've got two requests to be on the agenda. We'll take them one at a time. Mr. Braxton Coleman, a student here, did all the right things in order to be on the agenda, and he's been granted on the agenda. And so, Braxton, come on. I'm going to ask the secretary to if I hear no objections, we're going to grant that.
Chairman, if I may, there needs to be a motion to amend the agenda.
I'm sorry?
There needs to be a motion to amend the agenda to add.
So moved.
Second.
Hearing no objections, that's unanimous. So will you keep time, Jeff? We roughly a 5-minute period allowed in our rules. And happy to have a student customer come before us. Drum roll.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. You take the microphone, please, sir. Give us your name.
My name is Braxton Coleman. I'm a student here at MTSU, current senior. I want to speak on the status of our student body. That is okay.
Mr. Coleman, if you like, you can take off your mask if you like.
Hand those out, please. I brought materials for each of the board members, just so we can all be on the same playing field, have all the same available information. All right. 311 days ago, peaceful protesters were tear gassed on university property. They were harassed by military-grade police trucks for sitting on a street corner demanding justice. I wasn't there that day, but I was 30 miles north the prior day in Nashville getting tear gassed for similar reasons. And personally, I will say it's not a fun experience at all. I've only been tear gassed twice in my life, once there and the other during basic training, and it's a reason that it's been banned from war. 232 days ago, in this same room, we were assured that the football program was handled in terms of COVID, despite the fact that over 20 players had caught COVID during the span of, I want to say, a couple months. But we were assured that not only would the players be protected, but the student body. 120 days ago, in this same room, December 8th, 2020, you all were told that 0 students were hospitalized due to COVID. That was a lie. It just was. I've had friends who've had to sit in the hospital from COVID. That was just a lie. 295 days ago, this is last summer, the previous student trustee asked you all to look at the issues concerning your students of color because we were grieving and we were hurting. She did her job representing the student body and asked you all to look at issues concerning us. 77 days ago, an article was released by the Washington Post discussing everything that was happening behind the scenes of the football program. Students disappearing for days because they caught it. Cramped conditions that were breaking all COVID guidelines. This in addition to the fact that they were traveling across the country and coming back potentially infecting the rest of the student body. 12 days ago, Alan Thomas called the police on me for bringing attention to the tear gassing that I mentioned at the beginning of my speech. The first 3 photos that you see in those folders, I hung those up in the Cope building for the 300-day anniversary of those tear gas attacks because nobody had said anything. Instead of asking me to take them down or asking why I would put up something like that, within 5 minutes, the university administration just called the cops on me, potentially to silence me. And in my opinion, that's not okay. We pride ourselves on being Americans because of the fact that we should be able to speak on what distresses us. We call it freedom of speech. Why then, when we call attention to things that pain us, when we see things that are atrocious happening right here on the university that we pay money to, we try and call attention to it, why are we stopped? Why are we potentially silenced? It doesn't make sense to me. I provided all those points because I wasn't sure if any of you knew. To most of the student body, they don't know who you are. They think the top of the chain is President McPhee. When in my opinion, they should know about you all as well. You all make decisions that affect me, that affected my mother when she went to school here, that affect my sister if she wants to go here eventually. So I thought, if you all are making such big decisions, you should be aware of what's happening on this campus. Now, before my time is up, I want to call out everything that's in your packet that I made, which I handmade. Took me all night. Like I said, the first thing was the 3 flyers, which got the cops called on me. The second one was the resulting police report, and the subsequent email showing that they didn't have any of the materials that they should have been able to provide to the public at our request. The third is a situation which I truly think encapsulates everything that's been wrong in the past with MTSU, but it also shows what you all could do to remedy it. If you all want to know, I can't finish it in this time, but you can ask me after the meeting, because I'm sure you all have seen me sitting there just like I have the past 3 meetings. The other items in there are infographics that I've provided to the student body. They've been really receptive to it, and from what I see, they feel the same way that I do. So,
5 minutes.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, is it possible for we to give him a 5-minute extension?
That'd be okay.
Chairman?
No, you get 5 minutes, and I think that's proper.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You have a motion on the minutes?
So moved. Mr. Braxton, thank you for your courage for being here and sharing with the board information that we may not know. There was a 5-minute time limit, but I appreciate your fervor, your honesty, your enthusiasm, your willingness to come before this board as a student. It's what this university is about. And I appreciate you speaking up because America is built on people who spoke up. And so keep doing what you're doing. And if you want to get 5 more minutes, come to the next meeting, we'll give you 5 minutes then. If you want to come to the next meeting and get 5 more minutes, come to the next meeting and get 5 more minutes, because what you have said in these 5 minutes has been very educational for me and somewhat disappointing to me of what you've shown me in this slide, in these slides.
Thank you for fighting for the students.